today, bruv. I was on the way to rehearsals and I'm on the Uber. As soon as uncles found out.
I was say on the cooch.
Yeah,
I was on the cooch.
I was on the cooch. Nah.
Cougar, you know.
I was just there.
I was on top of a cougar.
Hilarious. That's hilarious.
I'm dead.
No, but uncle he got comfortable because he found out I was going in, and that's always the thing. It's like you're going in. And I was like, yeah.
Hey, these Uber drivers getting comfortable. I got a
Bro,
story
they be getting
myself.
comfy, man. I told Donnie, I said, can we get there before 11? Yeah, man, it's just stretching. He's not even really caring because he's in a good mood. So when the red light's there, man's just tapping the wheel, banging his songs, listening. Then when I'm like, bro, we had time to really zoom past. Like, there's a red light coming up, you know. I know you see the amber, and he's just cruising. You see a girl walking a dog. He's looking at the girl, and I'm like, this guy's getting comfy, man. And there's a thing about that where it's like it's funny, but it's normal shit.
Yeah.
Like the same way how you end up racing that Don that was at the traffic light.
Yeah.
I find that hilarious, bruv.
Yeah, that shit's annoying.
Because he held an L.
It wasn't like
that would have happened. If that happened 3 days ago, I probably wouldn't tell you, man. Because that happened like last night. Yeah. Man's got to bring it up. You get me?
You know how funny that is?
Or even like that thing that happened to me in the gym, fam.
Yeah, about my man tapping.
That was just
like that
hilarious.
stuff like that. Like, there's shit that goes on
in London, bro. That's like London.
Like, we don't talk about it. But in terms of Uber driver today, I got in the Uber driver like on the way home, and then my man said, "Oh, that's a nice." I had the Hoodrich bomber.
Oh, you talking about when I left you and then you got in there? Yeah.
I got a Hoodrich bomber jacket on in it, like it's like a vest thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, it's a nice vest you got, man." Blah blah. Blah. And this is like some Middle Eastern guy. He's like 36. This nigga should not be wearing Hoodrich. We know about this. You get me? But he's asked me where I got it from. A minute I said, "Oh, it's a place called Hoodrich." Bear talking to me.
You're talking to him about Hoodrich.
But bro, he's Bear talking to me. He's like, "Oh, can?" But he gave me his phone to take a picture of it.
Rotted.
I've gone, nah.
Hey, you meant to be using this for Waze?
But I was like, nah, like, I ain't gonna take a picture of myself, but I'm just kind of there. And then he was like, oh no, you can type it in. So I just put it in he put up the Google search engine.
Man, actually went to the shop at Hoodrich.
Bro, I put in Hoodrich and that, like, man needs my, hey yo, I need my coin codes.
That's so crazy, yeah.
That's mad, you know. You would never think that.
Hoodrich fam for his
Bro,
that is mad.
Man said man wanted the Hoodrich thing. These Uber drivers getting comfy, cuz.
Hey, you know what's mad? Big up Hoodrich, you know, because sometimes, there are certain brands I'm like, I put my own assumptions before they even went out. I remember when I first saw that, I said, Hoodrich, all right, cool. So you're already putting it out there. This is what you're owning it. And he's still owning it. But the fact that shit was on JD, I was like, bro, they got...
It's about authenticity, bruv.
It's about being yourself. You see, like Corteiz, yeah.
How's he gonna even bring it up?
Brother, man's been fucking with Corteiz from 2014. I think that's when
he's been about for that long.
Been about for time. I think I wouldn't. Let me not say 14. Let's say like 4 years ago. Let's say like 18, like 18. Yeah, like 18, 17. I've been fucking with Corteiz. Yeah, cool. And since then, I said to myself, nah, these lot have got something. These lot have got something. And then when I'm building my thing, I'm like, there's something about their thing where it's like, these lot are different. Because there's a lot of brands in it. There's a lot of designers that they do their thing and it's sick. But I was like, these lot, they're coming different. And the way they were coming was similar to Supreme, similar to V-Learn in terms of their market. I wouldn't say the way they were marketing was just the same, but in terms of the types of people that are going to buy V-Learn and the types of people that are going to buy Supreme, going to be the types of people that buy Corteiz in it. And I saw that from early and I was like, these lot are going to take over that in the UK. And over time, that's what happened. Over time, they started getting their flowers. I feel like...
It's happened in from...
Exactly. Like, they getting their flowers now. I wouldn't say it took the rappers and the artists to be wearing it for it to happen, but in my opinion, it took...
Accelerated it.
Accelerated it, but I think it took the people to make the rappers do it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that reminded me of a video that I watched today, innit? By some guy. He's like a businessman, innit? He's like similar to like a Grant Cardone, but different field, innit? But he does like talks now, innit? He was making a speech, he was talking to like a group of people, and he was talking about basically pursuing something for long enough. You get me? So, cool. You could be 34 and start your business, yeah? And 4 years later, you're only 25%, you've only made it 25%. Yeah. So you're 38 now. Now you're getting pressure from your family, your wife, kids, whatever, because all your time's going in there. Whereas ideally, you should have made it by then so you can look after the family. You get me? And that's where a lot of the time, a lot of people starts to give up on what they're working for, but they don't have the knowledge, about exponential growth. You get me? And I think that's what Corteiz, that's what's helped them. And as you said, it's not because of the rappers wearing it or the footballers or whatever wearing it. It's just the exponential growth. Do you get me?
They just kept on going.
Whereas you kept going, but the longer you go, the quicker you end up growing.
And the harder the shit they made, because they went from like t-shirts, crew necks, hoodies, tracksuit bottoms, to the
combats now.
To the point, combats, hats, ballies, and like they made it to the point where it's like some of the stuff they wanted to do anyway, but they just waited for the right time to do it.
100.
So it's like right now they could drop a whole bomber jacket, long ting, short ting, brazy,
that shit,
but they're just not gonna do it yet. So I'm saying they know what they can do and what they can't do, but I just have to rate that nigga Clint, fam, because he's taken literally from the ground to the sky, to the stars, fam. Like, Corteiz is huge now. It's just gonna get bigger, fam.
But yeah, no, big up the black, not just black, but big up all the individual brands out there doing the things.
Brands,
you get
man.
me? You got your Corteiz,
right.
Extremes, Hood Rich.
There is actually
Benja,
one
all of these
brand.
brands.
Saint.
Yeah, all of these
Shout out
brands
Reese.
that are doing it, because it's not easy to to keep your eye on the go, especially when you're in the industry that's so densely
I got
populated.
one as well. So
Exactly.
Dammy How, they're a black brand that does gym fitness clothes.
I know about that one.
You know about that one? Yeah, they're wavy still. But I think it's mainly. I think they still got stuff for men. This guy's face.
I'm just getting.
His face was not on screen still.
I'm keeping it real.
Yeah, they got their followers, man.
I'm
They got
leaving
their
him. So.
No, I ordered from them still.
Oh, man,
I
said,
got
I'm
one.
leaving him with nothing.
Nothing.
You think?
Doesn't get
We still pick them up.
Like, let's keep it real. It doesn't get.
For a brand.
Listen, it doesn't.
There's
get,
room for improvement.
It
Let's
doesn't
say
get
that.
the Johnny co-sign at the moment.
There's room for improvement,
So
because
there's
I've
room for
trialed it. You get me, and especially if, as someone who's on the gym thing and on being comfortable,
And
that's
it's
why
like a
more
black-
time I
yeah.
wear loose, because I don't want to feel restricted when I'm in the gym. I don't want to wear like something fitted,
Tight, yeah.
but it's restrictive as well. If it's fitted, it has to be breathable. It has to be flexible. But that one specifically, one wash, not lost its shape, but gone all tight. You get me? Maybe it could be my fault because I didn't maybe aftercare it properly.
Yeah.
But I think quality stuff lasts past that.
It does, and I'll be honest, I've washed a very quality t-shirt and a good quality t-shirt, but just not of that quality t-shirt, and then hand washed it, bro. Took them both out the water. Bare colour in this one, but the quality thing that costs, you get me 3 figures, no colour in there. Colour still there.
Or even when you've dried it, that thing's colour ain't faded. It's still
crisp.
It's still jet black. This one's all looking greyish.
So that's why sometimes that quality is the way, and that's why again shout out Corteiz, because Corteiz, when you go in there, it ain't cheap. You know what I'm saying? You go in there, the full tracky's like $240. It's not a game. It's like buying a Nike Tech, but quality's there, bro. I remember when I bought the socks for the first ever time, 1 pair of socks. That's why I had to buy like 8, bro. But 1 pair of socks, the way it came, the bag it came in, the stickers they give you and shit. Like,
I love when I get a good sticker in
Bro.
there, you know. And the keychain with that shit.
The tags.
Oh, I love that shit.
tags
bro.
on
I bought hell of those because
In a box,
quality
I can
stays the
buy
same.
something else.
All of those things, like
Nah,
when the
again,
quality's
big up,
there, it's brazy, bro.
Again, man, big up the people who's actually, not just even in fashion, but anything you're doing, like taking good care of
Care
the
of it,
craft,
so.
because that goes a long way. And when I was talking about the exponential growth, those are the ones that take longer to start. But once it gets going, the momentum and speed it picks up.
Oof,
That's exponential.
sharp, bro.
Do you get me?
Sharp.
Whereas someone can pick up quickly, but then quickly get found out that it's not quite
they're
it.
not good, exactly.
And they as quickly as they picked up, they get let back down. You get me? So all the people out there, you get me. Take your time, keep going, because the quality. Just focus on keeping your quality as high as possible, and your growth will come, man. And when it comes, nothing can slow it down.
For sure. Shout out Ando. Ando's he's a rapper, up and coming.
Oh,
Up and coming
big up,
rapper I got right
big
now,
up.
and he's taking a lot of time out to perfect his sound and that.
Yeah.
And he's got a new tune out right now. I forgot what it's called right now, but it's a slammer. So obviously, if you're interested in that, go to my IG, you'll find that shit. But
Keep doing that.
He's focusing on his control in it, like, and his quality. He's not just going out there, I'm a rapper and just trying to knock out 50 songs a day. He's thinking, nah, let me find my sound. Let me come correct. So I respect it still. I'm going to send it to you, man, as well, so you can listen. Cause
I respect anyone in whatever lane that's, and it's not even just about taking your time, it's about the quality and the effort that you put in.
You're caring about that.
Whatever you're doing, innit? Because in order for me to support whatever you're doing,
I need to care. I need to feel like you care.
I need to look at that and be like, to say the level of work you're putting in, I'll put in that, or you're putting in more than me. Do you get me? Because it needs to be something that inspires me, something like, not the content, but the way it's packaged, the way you make it, you get me? The way you go about it. It needs to be inspiring for your consumers, like your stakeholders. So yeah, man, big up the people who was actually putting in hard craft and the sleepless nights and that into what they did.
But what, you man got anything else to finish on from?
Maybe we should touch on what we was talking about before the pod, about the mandem and how we feel right now in this moment in our lives. Like, we feel like we're all doing things that, you know, we want to be doing.
Yeah.
We're all striving. And we look good doing it. Don't we look good?
And we look great, man.
Get me? Don't we look like some good-looking black men in this bit?
Good-looking brothers up in this.
And I think, obviously, I'm not going to say too much about what... Obviously, man, them know
when
already.
they see it, they
if you see, innit? But
you get me?
I think, just to talk a little bit, I dropped a post a couple of days ago. Probably like yesterday, actually, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was
I dropped it, And I think, it got to a time where, like, as Nick says, fam, we're in the place in our lives where we're doing good, we're doing great, we look good doing it. But sometimes you sort of miss that. As in, like, you don't notice it because you're so busy
doing it. Yeah.
Like, and you're so busy chasing whatever you're chasing, you're like, you haven't realized how far you've come. Do you get me? And all the things you wanted to be doing 5 years ago, you're doing it now. Yeah. Do you get me? The things you wanted to be working on, you're working on it now. And yeah, man, like, it's a good time to be alive. You get me?
It's an amazing time to be alive. And I touched on this with myself a few days ago. Like, man's doing exactly what I want to be doing. But yeah, like you said, Johnny, like, time ago I wanted to be doing it, so now man's doing it. Do you get me? Like, and that's just with all aspects of my life, like balancing. And that's another thing I want to touch on, which could be the last part of this pod. Just balance. How do we balance everything? Because for me, there's organization in terms of work, organization in terms of my family, like, how do I take care of them? And for me, my setup is like, I've got nephews and nieces, so I've got to spend time with them. They're different ages. Do you get me? Yeah. I've got literally like a toddler, an 8-year-old, and a teenager. You get me? So they have to be dealt with differently. They all want my attention, but how do I give them all my attention in different ways? Do I have the time to give them all my attention at some point? Because they're gonna have to all have all my attention at some point. How long do they need it for? All those types of things I have to take into consideration what I do with them, and I have to think about when I was their age, what would I have needed, if that makes sense. My teenager might just need, you know what I'm saying, a quick laptop and a hug. You get me? A spud and a pair of kicks, and that's all he got. And he good. You get me? Whereas my 8-year-old, he might need me to kick ball with him for 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, he just loves that. Like today, I took him out, I kicked ball with him. Bought him a football, you get me? I bought him a bag, you get me? Like, I just bought him a bag, like something so minor to us, it means the world to them.
I forgot that back in the day, that was the most, like, like, that was like going West End.
Like, that was like going West End. Getting or just someone older, just bringing you somewhere and buying you a brand new football, whatever you liked at the moment in time, and a new bag for something. Like, bro, this is Christmas, cuz, like,
man.
What's going on? You get
you're
me?
already the favourite uncle.
But to man, and to us, it would be like, that's just a quick 30 or a quick £20. Like, this ain't nothing. But this whole trip, the fact that we went there and got it, and you get me, I gave him the bank card to pay and tap it on the all these small things. These are the types of things I've have to.
It's the memories that you're creating. Isn't it?
I'm creating memories, but I have to remember to. Like, I'll do it anyway, but at the same time, I have to make sure it keeps up for near enough forever. You get me? Like, that balance has to grow. Even if your money gets increased, that means your lifestyle changes and you do different things. You still have to make sure you're doing those types of things to make sure that they're straight. So just that balance of having everything organize, as well as your own self-development.
Yeah.
So how you educate yourself, how you train, because we go gym and we work out and stuff, like how we do that, how we, our nutrition, do we meal plan, do we meal prep, do we just have meals each day, like things like that. Those things are going to play a part, because if you're constantly cooking in the kitchen, you're doing stuff, you've always got things to plan. You ain't got time. You're not going to have time for other things. You
Yeah. Do you know what's so crazy? Yeah.
Go on, bro.
At least just for when you're talking about balance and stuff, I think I just literally reflected on my own situation, yeah. And just in life, yeah, how things have to be, innit? And as you just said, like, I think what triggered is when you said even if you earn more money, you still need to have that balance.
Still
innit?
got to have it. Still, it's
And I think a lot of people, I think when things go well for them, the cost of what it costs them increases as well. You get me? Whereas for me, the way I've been able to balance it is more of the preparation is what cost me, but the execution was free.
Yeah.
The execution came as a result of my preparation for everything in it. So just things going well in my life. Like, I'm not necessarily doing anything specific right now for it to go well. It's more of a result of what I've done before. Do you get me? So I think having like a nice balance where, like, there was even like a quote where, like, not a quote, I think it was one video in it, and they were talking about basically how a lot of the time when people's income increases, so does the expenses. Because they sort of get happy and sort of, you get me, get eye hungry. Whereas it doesn't necessarily have to happen like that. You want to keep a nice balance. Whereas, like, the good things are increasing, but the bad things are, like, they're not growing. Because you've balanced it out right. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What I'm saying. Yeah. So yeah, that's just what I realized for me. If I'm like, good things are coming in my life, but it's not costing me anything extra because I've prepared right.
Yeah.
You get me?
What about you, bro?
I think for me, it's only just happening now. So I'm processing the work-life balance and, like, just knowing that it will be long, tiring, but never complain because of where I am and how others would strive to
Get where you are.
Bro, like, literally before I left, I was helping my homie do her self-tape, innit? And not too long ago, bro, probably like a month ago, you man was doing that for me. And obviously this just one actor to the next, innit? She just called me up and I was like, well, I'm going to record the pod. So if you can get back through to me anytime before 8:30, maybe 8:40, because I don't normally that's the time you pass through mine, innit? Lucky enough, we did like 3 solid ones. It was a quick 2-pager. But stuff like that, and then that's what reminded me of the grind. Because
Bro, I was doing, you get me?
man was doing it because I got lucky in that. Even I was chatting to my other homeboy, he's got to play. And we're both lucky because we just graduated. And
You didn't get lucky, man. You earned it.
We earned it. We definitely earned it.
But
And
but you earn your luck.
sometimes,
your own luck.
You create
yeah,
your own
you
luck,
definitely create your own luck. And it's about also in this game who you know and who you've been with. And obviously, yes, your name and your talent will put you forward.
For sure.
But in positions where it's like, can this person also put me there so then I can show you what I've got? And like, obviously, we both graduated and we both got work from early, innit? So his play that I really want to see soon, hopefully, 6th of November, I want to see if I can get that ticket because it's a very, very deep play in it. But he's lucky. He's been doing his thing as well, innit? Doing shows and that. And obviously, he's just nearly coming to an end. I'm about to do my shows and I'm about to be on the road. And I remember he didn't even know that I was on tour till June. And I was like, bro, you're on tour till then? And I was like, yeah, fam. It's like,
When do you go on tour then?
So we go on tour from January.
Oh.
So from January.
So what's going on with the pod? No, I was just having a quick meeting, innit?
Yeah.
Me and Johnny was saying we were saying because basically I have to make. We get money, extra money on top of that for the places that we go to, innit?
Cool.
So we have to sort our own accommodation. That so wherever I'm staying at.
Yeah.
I said I'm willing to travel.
Yeah, we can pull up.
Yeah, I'm willing to
We do it
pull
on
up.
weekends and that.
Yeah.
Like we'll just slide up.
Don't mind it, bro.
Pull up. Yeah.
Don't mind it,
that's
bro.
calm. That's calm. I was just making sure. Innit?
Don't mind it.
We had that
No
No
conversation.
way you really got drinks and that, yeah. But I think we should do a quick toast to where we are in life right now. You get
We
me?
You
should
know what, man?
definitely-
Let's do that.
Let's do a quick toast.
Let's
You
do
get
a
me?
quick toast. Let's do our water.
Yeah.
I mean, I want a little bit
Your
more.
liquids.
The liquids.
Our liquids.
Yeah,
Our
me.
clear liquids.
Our beverage.
Our beverage. Hey man,
You get me?
Big up
To us.
to happiness and to
100%.
contentness.
For sure.
to be content,
I
to
like
have
this.
happiness and staying forward. Okay, man, already.
Yeah, I can't fit in the speeches. Man wants to prolong it,
This
bro.
nigga's
Stay forward. Man was first
Let's
because.
back to the mumsies. What about that nigga?
No, 'cause you know what it is.
Hey
yeah,
man,
like-
I got a cough I need to swallow down. You get me?
no, because it's the realness. Like when we be talking about it, like how there will be strain and there'll be struggle, but there's also going to be that rainbow on the other side. But still pushing through, but finding the balance of like still being able to find peace even when we're going through it. So then when we do gain our success and that, we're at a very balanced place.
Yeah.
It's very hard for others to keep that and to maintain that. I think that's already a win in its own when we actually be like, listen, I was down bad, but I was still all right.
For sure.
And now I'm up here, but I'm still good because I know I got a level head.
10 toes down.
And I feel like that is the biggest accomplishment.
10 toes down all times.
You know what I'm
Always
saying?
humble, you get me?
Always humble is the biggest
Always
accomplishment.
humble, always hungry.
Always humble, always hungry.
Yeah,
So
man.
that shit straight to
I
the
know
chest.
me and Kobe had different feelings to what Nick just had still.
Yeah.
He was
Man,
like, man got that shake in the leg. Yeah,
My shit is still shaking.
Always humble, always humble. God, I love this game.
God damn it. God